which is about key concepts of direct, plan, and improve. So we begin with some of the basics and concepts related to direction, planning, and improvement. From an exam syllabus perspective, this is what we need to understand. Direction, planning, improvement, operating model, methods, risks, and scope of control. What do these mean? What is direction? Direction, leading, conducting, or guiding someone or ordering something, setting and communicating vision, purpose, objectives, and guiding principles for an organization or a team. It may include leading or guiding the organization or team towards the objectives. You might have noticed sometimes people who are in director job positions, they do the goal setting. They build capability to develop products and deliver services. They also sometimes focus, or in most cases, they focus on improving processes for improving customer satisfaction. And also they look at the job enhancement of their employees, providing them motivation. These are some of the areas done in direction. But let's look at more from an ITIL perspective. How is direction explained by ITIL? When multiple people are involved in business activities, coordination and collaboration are crucial. So the moment we have several people involved in any kind of business tasks, coordination and collaboration becomes important. Because organizations are usually hierarchical, direction is often provided from the top down. Yeah, it's from the top management, then it goes to middle and then to the bottom layer. Direction. It helps to create and shape an action plan. It clarifies expected outcomes. It defines appropriate guiding principles, provides sufficient clarity, but leave clarity for people to be creative. Meaning, leave some space for people so that they can also be creative and not always rule-based nature of work, because that will stifle creativity. Also, authority to direct may be formal or informal. Some may have a position, some people may show their expertise, and in an indirect way they may direct. Respects the abilities of those being directed. This is important from a people perspective. Ensures two-way communication so that feedback can be taken and methods can be changed and other things can be improved. Should be in alignment with objectives. Therefore, those in the directors, so-called directors roles should align or ensure that they are working in line with the organization's strategic objectives. More about direction. Excuse me. Any changes should be communicated so that the team members understand what the changes are, why they are necessary, and whether they need to alter their ways of working to align with them. Let's say an example where IT services are being delivered in a certain manner, for example, event and monitoring, or maybe incident management. Therefore, when it is explored that these may require some improvements, then such improvements need to be decided together with inputs from the people, but those in the direction role should also communicate clearly what should be done so that everybody is aligned towards that goal. And they may have to change the way of working due to that. One approach to providing direction is to evaluate, direct, and monitor, in which direction and behaviors are defined based on agreed objectives and performance is monitored against these. This is a standard model of governance, actually, the evaluate, direct, and monitor, wherein in evaluation, the opportunities are evaluated, the demand is understood and prioritized. In direction, the actual rules and instructions or decision-making methods are communicated, goals are communicated, and monitoring of the progress is also done, or monitoring of compliance to rules and policies are also done. So direction can be also done at several levels, but all those levels of direction must be aligned with each other and eventually with the organization's objectives. The success of direction at all levels can then be viewed as the degree to which Each group understands their objectives. Each individual understands their expected contribution, and these groups and individuals act in accordance with the direction they have received. Therefore, one way of checking if direction is failing is to ask people if they understand their objectives and if they understand what they need to contribute and whether they are following the direction. If that's not happening, then direction is not going on well and it may have to be rectified or improved. Next comes planning. Planning is a very well-known term. Planning is arranging a method of achieving an end or creating a detailed program of action. Say, for example, project plans, transition plans, operational readiness plans, support plans, and so on, or even software development plans. Unless the objectives and actions of different groups are planned and aligned, their desired outcomes will likely not be achieved. Even if they are achieved, poor coordination usually results in missteps, restarts, and rework. Therefore, planning is about achieving good coordination and alignment of different people to different tasks so that all the tasks are bringing them towards that end goal. Thorough planning creates a shared understanding of how work will be organized and managed, allowing contributors to understand their roles and to coordinate and collaborate efficiently and effectively. So planning is a way of good communication and control, in fact, by which responsibilities are understood and defined and communicated. So a lot of things can be planned. For example, timelines of activities, the activities themselves, the costs, the quality criteria for acceptances, resource planning, etc. Once an organization has a direction and a goal, they must decide how they will get there. They need a plan. Plans are always important, but particularly so in large organizations because plans improve coordination. Following a plan helps to avoid wasting time and reduces risks. The larger the organization, the more elaborate the planning because of coordination among large numbers of groups and people. And it also ensures, in many ways, compliance to certain other needs of the organization, like adherence to certain methodologies or certain regulatory aspects. Also, another thing, too much planning is not good because people may have to think on creatively, and too little planning is also bad because then people will not know what to do when a situation arises. So the optimal planning should be done. So time to think about those things. What is a plan? What else